Dear friend, I'm Hope He, and I'm so happy you are here with me today. Welcome to the Slow English Podcast with Hope, a peaceful space for your mind, your heart, and your inner peace. In this quiet corner, you don't have to prove anything, you don't have to rush, and you don't need to be perfect. Here, we slow down our thoughts. We listen to English gently, one simple word at a time. We learn to be present, to heal, and to grow into our best selves. And good things take time, and so do you. No pressure, no stress, just peace. Remember, wherever you are in the world, you are not alone. I am right here with you, wishing you peace every day. And now, soften your eyes, drop your shoulders down, take a deep, slow breath, and let's begin. What if the reason you struggle to stay positive is not because you are weak, but because you are trying too hard? Yeah, think about that for a moment. Have you ever opened your eyes in the morning and already felt tired? Not just in your body, but deep inside your heart. You look at other people online. They seem happy. They seem confident. They seem to have everything together. And then you look at yourself and wonder, why is this so hard for me? Maybe you tell yourself to smile more. Maybe you try to think positive thoughts. Maybe you keep pushing yourself to feel better. But somehow, it never feels like enough. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. In fact, the biggest secret about positivity is something most people never talk about. And by the end of this episode, you may see positivity in a completely different way. No, it is not about forcing happiness. It is not about pretending everything is perfect. And it is definitely not about ignoring difficult feelings. The truth is much gentler than that. So take a slow breath, get comfortable, and stay with me. We are about to begin a journey that could change the way you see yourself, one small step at a time. Before we go any further, I want to gently offer you a new way of looking at positivity. For many years, people have told us that being positive means being cheerful all the time. It means always having energy, always staying strong, always wearing a smile, even when life feels heavy. But honestly, that sounds exhausting, doesn't it? Because real life is not like that. Some days are bright and easy. Other days feel slow, confusing, and difficult. That is simply part of being human. So today, I invite you to let go of the pressure of having to feel happy every moment. Real positivity is not constant happiness. It is finding a little peace in the middle of a hard day. It is continuing to move forward, even if your steps are small. It is choosing not to abandon yourself when things are difficult. Over the next few minutes, we will explore 5 simple lessons together. No complicated rules, no pressure to become a different person overnight. Just small ideas that can help you breathe a little easier, think a little more clearly, and treat yourself with a little more kindness. And who knows, one of these lessons may be exactly what your heart needs to hear today. I want to share a simple story with you. A few years ago, I went through a season that felt very long and very gray. It was not winter outside. The weather was actually fine. But inside my heart, it felt like winter every single day. Have you ever experienced something like that? You wake up in the morning, but everything feels heavy. Simple tasks take more energy than they should. Even getting out of bed feels like work. The days are not terrible, but they are not joyful either. They just feel dull. That was where I found myself, During that time, I tried many things to feel better. I read books about positive thinking. I listened to motivational speakers. I wrote inspiring quotes on sticky notes and placed them around my room. Stay strong. Choose happiness. Think positive. The words sounded beautiful, but honestly, they did not help very much. In fact, sometimes they made me feel worse. Every time I looked at those messages, I felt like I was failing some secret test. Other people seemed able to follow that advice. Other people appeared happy and confident. Why couldn't I? Why did everything still feel so difficult? One quiet evening, after another long day, I sat alone in my room. The lights were off. The room was silent, except for the sound of the wind outside. On a small table nearby, a candle was burning. I remember watching that tiny flame for a long time. The wind coming through a slightly open window made it move from side to side. The flame shook gently. Sometimes it became so small that I thought it would disappear, but it didn't. Again and again, it bent with the wind. Again and again, it flickered. And yet, it stayed alive. That small candle taught me something I had never learned from any book. The flame was not bright enough to light an entire house. It was not powerful. It was not impressive, but it was still burning. And somehow, that was enough. In that moment, I realized that positivity is not about becoming a giant fire that never struggles. Sometimes positivity is simply refusing to go out. Sometimes it is the quiet voice inside you that says, "Today is hard, but I am still here." Not, "I am happy." Not, "Everything is perfect." Just, "I am still here." And maybe that is exactly where you are right now. Maybe life feels windy. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe your light feels smaller than it used to. But if you are listening to these words today, your flame is still burning. And that small, steady light is far more powerful than you think. Let me ask you something. Why do we put so much pressure on ourselves to feel good all the time? Think about the messages we hear every day. Be happy. Stay positive. Keep smiling. Look on the bright side. At first, these ideas sound helpful, but after a while, they can start to feel heavy, because real life is not bright every single day. Nature teaches us something important. A world with endless sunshine would not be healthy. Trees need rain. Flowers need cloudy days. Rivers need storms. Growth happens because different kinds of weather exist together. Human beings are no different. There are days when you feel energetic, hopeful, and full of life. And there are days when your mind feels tired, quiet, or uncertain. That does not mean something is wrong with you. It simply means you are human. Many people make the mistake of fighting their emotions. When sadness appears, they try to push it away. When worry arrives, they tell themselves they should not feel that way. But have you ever noticed what happens when you fight your feelings? Most of the time, they become stronger. It is like standing in the rain and shouting at the clouds to disappear. The storm does not listen. You only become exhausted. A gentler approach is to stop fighting. Imagine your emotions as weather passing through the sky. Some days bring sunshine. Some days bring fog. Some days bring heavy clouds. But you are not the weather. You are the sky. The sky does not argue with the clouds. It does not chase away the rain. It simply makes room for everything to pass through. And here is a truth that many people forget. You can feel sad and still be a positive person. You can have a difficult day and still carry hope in your heart. The next time a difficult feeling appears, try this small habit. Instead of judging it, name it like the weather. Maybe say, "Today feels a little cloudy," or "There is a storm of worry inside me right now." Take a slow breath and simply notice it. You do not have to fix the weather. You only need to remember that you are the sky. Have you ever noticed how quickly your mind jumps into the future? When people say, "Be positive every day," many of us immediately start thinking about tomorrow, next week, or even next year. Suddenly, positivity feels like a huge responsibility. We wonder how we can stay strong through every challenge, every stressful day, and every unexpected problem. And that is where the mountain appears. The goal starts to look so big that we feel tired before we even begin. But here is something important to remember. You do not need to climb the whole mountain today. Think about a gardener. When a gardener looks at an empty piece of land, they do not expect a beautiful garden overnight. They simply plant one small seed, then another, and another. Life works the same way. Positivity is rarely one big decision. It is usually a collection of tiny moments. A slow breath when you feel stressed. A kind sentence you say to yourself after a mistake. A few seconds spent noticing something beautiful around you. Small things may seem unimportant, but they are often where real change begins. A seed looks small too, yet inside that tiny seed, an entire garden is waiting. So today, do not focus on the mountain. Focus on the next seed, and as a simple practice, find one tiny joy before this day ends. Maybe it is the warmth of a cup of coffee, the sound of birds outside, or sunlight on a wall. Pause for a moment and say, "This is my small seed for today." Let me ask you a gentle question. When you make a mistake, how do you speak to yourself? For many people, the answer is not very kind. A small mistake happens, and suddenly, an inner voice appears. "You should have done better. Why are you struggling again? Everyone else seems fine. What's wrong with you?" Yeah, that voice can be very harsh. Now imagine that your best friend came to you feeling exhausted. Imagine they said, "I'm trying my best, but today feels really hard." Would you criticize them? Would you call them weak? Probably not. You would listen. You would encourage them. You would remind them that difficult days are part of life. So why do we often give kindness to others, but refuse to give it to ourselves? Think of your mind as a house during a storm. When strong winds are blowing outside, you want the inside of the house to feel warm and safe. You want shelter. You want comfort. But every time you attack yourself with criticism, it is like breaking your own windows while the rain is pouring down. You let more cold air inside. Real positivity is not about never feeling sad, worried, or tired. It is about how you respond when those feelings arrive. Instead of saying, "What's wrong with me?" try saying, "This is a hard moment, and I will take care of myself." That small change can transform everything. Before you sleep tonight, place your hand over your heart and think of one thing you did well today, even if it was simply getting through a difficult day. Then quietly say, "Thank you for trying today. I am proud of you." Sometimes, the friend you need most is the one waiting in the mirror. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and noticed how often the moon is incomplete? Some nights it appears bright and full. Other nights, only a small silver curve is visible. And sometimes it seems to disappear completely into the darkness. But here is something interesting. When we see a half moon, we never say, "The moon is broken." When we see only a thin crescent, we do not think, "The moon has failed." We understand that the moon moves through phases. We know its light changes, but its value does not. So why don't we offer ourselves the same understanding? Many people believe they should feel motivated, grateful, and positive every day. When they wake up feeling tired, discouraged, or emotionally drained, they assume something is wrong. But maybe nothing is wrong at all. Maybe you are simply in a different phase. Just like the moon, we have bright seasons and quiet seasons. There are days when your energy feels endless. You feel inspired, hopeful, and ready to face the world. And then there are days when your light feels hidden. Days when you need more rest, more patience, and more compassion. Both kinds of days are natural. Both belong to life. Real positivity is not expecting yourself to shine at full brightness all the time. It is learning to accept the season you are in. A full moon is beautiful. A crescent moon is beautiful too. And so are you. Today, draw a small moon in your notebook or on a piece of paper. Whenever you feel discouraged, look at it and remind yourself, "I am not broken. I am simply in a different phase." Because your light has not disappeared. It is still there, quietly waiting for its time to shine again. Sometimes, the hardest part of staying positive is not what is happening inside us. It is everything happening around us. The news never stops. Social media never rests. People bring us their worries, their stress, and their fears. After a while, it can feel like standing in the middle of a loud storm. And the truth is, your brain naturally pays attention to problems. It was designed that way. Long ago, noticing danger helped people survive. Even today, your mind quickly focuses on what might go wrong. But here is something important to remember. You cannot stop every storm. What you can do is find your anchor. An anchor keeps a ship steady when the water becomes rough. In the same way, you need something that helps you stay grounded when life feels overwhelming. Maybe your anchor is a favorite memory, your breath, or a dream that still lives in your heart. When the world feels too heavy, pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your breath moving in and out. And remind yourself, the storm is around me, but it is not me. For today, choose one simple anchor word. Maybe peace, maybe light, or maybe home. Whenever life feels noisy, softly repeat that word 3 times and let it guide you back to yourself. As we come to the end of this episode, take one slow breath and notice how far you have traveled. Today, we learned to be the sky instead of fighting the weather. We planted small seeds instead of staring at the mountain. We found a friend in the mirror. We remembered the lesson of the moon, and we discovered our anchor during the storm. Most importantly, I hope you remember this. You do not need to fix yourself. You do not need to become perfect. You are already enough. Growth is often quiet. Just like a seed beneath the soil, many beautiful changes happen long before we can see them. So be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Your garden is already growing. And if this episode brought you a little peace today, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps this community continue to grow, and I would love to see you again in our next slow English journey. Until then, wishing you peace every day, and goodbye for now, friend.
언젠간 가겠지 푸르른 이 청춘 지고 또 피는 꽃잎처럼 달 밝은 밤이면 창가에 흐르는 내 젊은 연가가